Hello, welcome to the Creative Circle where we create without limits. I will be designing a custom pencil wrap using Koala sticker paper, a regular number 2 pencil. You will see me design and then assemble the pencil. Get started. So I started off going to my elements inside of Canva and I searched up composition notebook and then I brought up the normal design for the composition notebook, which is the black and white. I ended up changing it to a different color after I finished laying it out, getting it an even seamless pattern. After I did that, I changed it to the color of pink. So right now I'm changing the design to pink. I will be playing around to see which pink I liked. I liked the light pink. Then I went in back into my elements inside of Canva and I went and found me a composition notebook label. I end up it's different labels that's inside the elements that you can choose from, whichever one you liked it. I chose the one with the pink and green outline because I have never seen anybody use it. Normally everybody use the one that I have my mouse on. So I wanted to try doing a different composition notebook label. So I delete those two that's most common to be used. Um, I sized it up to fit in the middle. And now, if you don't know, in Canva, you are able to change certain elements color. Even if it's a picture, you're able to change it. So I end up typing the name out, adding a heading. Now I'm typing the child's name, and I went to see which font that I wanted to choose. I played around with the font. I liked that one at first, but then after I changed the color, the font just didn't stick out to me good enough, so I went back and changed the font. You'll see that later on in the video of me changing the font. And I sized it down. They try to make it seem like it was the name was supposed to be fitted on the line correctly. I went and added a outline, so I went to effects and clicked outlines, and I changed the outline colors to the one I wanted. And so I'm playing around to see which outline I want to do. At first, I was gonna go with the yellow outline, but I decided to change it because I think blue and pink look really good together. So I went and changed it to a blue outline. And so me doing that, I went back to the composition notebook. I ended up changing the green outline to a blue outline to match the outline for the name. And there I am changing the font of it because after I did the outline, I didn't like how the name looked it in that font. So I went to try to find another font. Here I was playing around the fonts to see which one I wanted. I know I wanted a bold font, just didn't know which one I wanted. So I was just thinking and contemplating on if that's the actual font I wanted. I ended up changing it to the bubble font. I think I got that font off of Creative Fabrica or maybe the font. But you only thing you have to do is just Google search the font name and it will tell you where you can get it. If you got Creative Font with Fabrica and you paying the monthly subscription, you can get that font for free and just upload it in any software that you're using to design in. So I made sure I grouped the name and the composition book label together so I could be able to move it freely without me having to move them separately. And then I put them in the middle and line it up. And I thought if about adding more elements to it to make it look more funner, but I could not find any elements that I liked it. So that's what I'm doing, trying to see which elements I could add to the pencil to make it pop more. So in my elements, I typed into back to school to see if it was any like cool back to school elements that I can use to go on this pencil to make it look different. So now I am, excuse me, I decided that I couldn't find any elements that I wanted to place on this pencil. So I just decided to make a pencil that matched the girl's backpack. So I went back and forth from the backpack template and moved all the elements that I needed to from me creating her backpack to make it um, to put place it on there. So those are the other pencils that I did. I did a Monster High, um, a Lilo and Stitch with Stitch on there, and a Barbie pencil. So I went to right here. I went to where I designed all the backpacks, and I just copied and pasted and just refigure it to shape the pencil, laid it out as best I could. So this is me copying and pasting, going all the way down so I could work from the back to forward. Went to get the background color. Then I went back to get the element from it. And I sized that element to fit the pencil. Then I went back and got everything else and copied and pasted to be added to the pencil. So I moved everything into the middle And then I went to my positions. Well, right here, I just clicked one of the elements and I sized it to um, size it for the pencil. And then I went to positions and selected the elements that I couldn't see. And then I started working, like I said, backwards to the front to size everything on how I wanted it. And I realized that I didn't select one of the names. It was an outline, and I had to go back and reselect everything. And so I sized it up larger so that it'd be able to see. And I zoomed in clear, closer so you all can see me sizing that pink dog down. Y'all, I do not know my characters, but my daughter watched Bluey, and I don't watch it with her for me to know the characters. I only know Bluey. So I moved everything where it's supposed to be, sized it, and so there it is. I converted the backpack template into a pencil template, and the next I will be showing you how to save, and I'll be printing and assembling the pencil in the video, so right now I'm saving it right now. I turned my sizing all the way up so the resolution can be very high, and the images will not, I will not have any blurry images. And I did not check transparency background because I have a background design, so I do not want that to be transparent. And so I am saving it. Next, I'm going to unzip my file. I unzipped it off the screen, but it's going to come up where I am in Silhouette Studio, where I am going to print my pencil template out. Right here, I am going to find my template that I unzipped, and I'm selecting my template that I want to upload in Silhouette, and I'm merging the other template in. And now I am about to resize my template. So I went to my file and print settings to get ready to print. I'm printing with a HP, and I went in to do my paper settings. So I changed my paper settings to other glossy ink paper because that works best for me and my printer. If I use the HP, I can't think of the name, but it was, if you looked at me when I was choosing my print, the one above the one I selected, it doesn't allow me to change. Well, it does, but when it prints out, the ink smears. So of this HP, the HP 794 works better for the Koala brand paper. It didn't smear. The colors were very vibrant, and it came out amazing compared to me using HP Smart Printing. My printer, when I use that printer, which is the same printer that I'm printing out of with the HP 79, so I have my scissors and my paper already printed, and I'm about to get ready to print, and it is no smearing. Thank you, Jesus, that I found that settings on my printer. And so now I'm about to get ready to cut. And you can also use a paper cutter. Um, I have two. One of my paper cutters, it every time I try to cut, it jams and it snags the paper. And so the other one I use, um, it's a pretty good one, but sometimes I begin beside myself when I'm cutting, and I cut too much off, making me feel like I don't know how to use it, which I don't. I just got to get used to it. So I am cutting the template out by hand. So those are the two number two pencils. Um, I didn't. I just used what I had on hand at home. Um, so now I'm getting ready to wrap the pencil, peel the piece of the backing off, and I'm laying it down to the center, to the edge of the pencil, the metal piece of the pencil, and I am laying a little bit down, and then I'm going around so all the curves and creases of the pencil can get laid properly. I have messed up a pencil where I forgot to push down um, the sticker paper, and it buckled on me when I went around to lay another spot. So it had creased and buckled. So I tried to make sure that everything is laid down properly, because if I don't lay it down properly to the pencil, then it will crease and buckle and it will look very, very horrible. So I am grabbing a piece of paper so it can, the camera can be clear where you all can see it, but I don't think it was clear enough. My camera didn't focus to where you can actually see the pencil good enough, but and I hit my camera because I was trying to turn on another light to get better lighting, but that is the pencil that matches her backpack. And then at the end, I left a little gap at the end where the pencil does not go all the way. Right there, I'm showing you where I left a little gap at the end. Now I keep on hitting my camera, and I'm so sorry. So I'm removing the back of the next pencil template, and I'm laying that down to the end edge of the metal piece of the pencil, and I'm rubbing it down so I can start working my way over and laying the pencil down correctly with pencil wrap down perfectly. And a lot of people, they'll just put the pencil wrap on and roll it across. I demonstrated that in the video. I don't think I am that good enough to do that. I am very nervous of doing that in case I accidentally roll it the wrong way and I get it stuck on my cutting mat or a piece of paper, or it accidentally rips. So I just lay it section by section instead of trying to roll it. But once you get comfortable enough, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to just lay one side and then glide it around um, over a table to wrap it around the pencil. I'm sure you all will get it like that, or you can already start off like that. But I just did not want to risk it. I was too nervous. This is my first year doing pencils, so I just did what works best for me, and you can do what's best for you. So that's what I was showing in the video, how people will just lay it and then just roll it. Once again, I'm not comfortable doing that, so I just do what's best for me, like I said.